everybody, welcome back to Sarah's Table today. Okay, so I always say it's a very special episode, but it's a very special episode because we get to play a game called Deimos Academy, which isn't even out yet. It's currently kickstarting, and I managed to somehow finagle like most of the team to just come here and play the game with me. And it was maybe a little selfish because I just wanted to play. So that's going to be great. It's a little bit different than what you may be used to here on Sarah's Table. This is a horror game, and I don't generally dip my toes into horror, but we're going to go a little bit horror light. We're going to still keep it in the PG-13 situation. It should be fine to watch with your family, use your discretion, of course. But safety discussion wise, as always, we do our safety discussion. It's important as a responsible GM and player to know where all the lines are at your table. You want everybody who is gathered to feel comfortable so that they will come back. So today we are going to be avoiding sexual violence, overt racism, withholding food as punishment or starvation, violence against children, and we are going to steer away from dental trauma, which sounds awful. And I am glad it was brought up because gross. I don't love it. Maybe it's just because I personally have had too many dental things. It gets me. Oof. As I said before, I'm Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to let these lovely people tell you who they are, and then we are going to talk about the game. So I'm going to start with Austin.
Wasn't ready for that. Hey, I'm Austin. First, my name's Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I think that's all that was asked of me at this point.
Good. Great. And you are one of the creators of the game?
Yes, that's the other thing that was asked of me that I forgot. I knew I'd forget something. I always do if I go first. I'm one of the designers and creators of Deimos Academy. You're welcome.
You also have a podcast. You're really cool.
I also have a podcast. I'm really cool.
Yeah.
There's a voice in my head.
This voice just telling you how cool you are. It's very handy to have that voice.
Yeah. I forget stuff all the time. And
That's
Banana
fine.
Reminds me.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens here. I can't wait to see if your character is also as forgetful as you seem to be. What about you, Amanda?
Hi, I'm Amanda Kahl. Pronouns are she, her, and I'm the artist for Deimos Academy. I also do a lot of other freelance artwork, and I'm a comic artist.
And I bet you're also really cool.
I
You're also
don't know.
very cool.
So
I don't
cool.
know.
Yeah, the voice says so.
Sure, the voice says so. That's great. I'm glad the voice thinks that I'm cool.
Here's the deal. This game, I think, has a lot of disembodied voices. I don't think most of them say that you're cool.
No, not usually.
No, they won't be saying.
but wouldn't that be nice if it was just like a hype ghost? I'd be into
Go
it.
you. You're doing great.
All right.
That's a different game.
Different game? Damn. Okay. What about you,
Sunshine
Banana?
Academy.
Oh, Sunshine Academy.
Oh, that's cute. Hello, everyone. I am Banana, she, they, he. I am one of the co-designers of the game. I also am publishing this game under Game and a Curry, which is my publishing company. We do a lot of board games and small box RPGs. And I'm very excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here. And you're also very cool. I'll be the voice for you. You're also very cool.
Thank you.
And also, every time I hear the name of your company, I do want to eat curry. Like every time. I'm always like, oh, that sounds good. I should get some of that.
Yeah. Curry's great. I mean, I've eaten like 3 curries this week, I think, already.
Wow.
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Wow, that's impressive because since this is pre-recorded, it is only Tuesday.
Yeah, I just realized that. Listen, leftovers, they don't count, right?
Sure. Yeah.
It's just there.
Totally. It's fine. It's totally fine.
When you make a pot of curry, you have enough leftovers to eat like
for a week, for sure.
For a solid week of curry
at least.
Leftovers.
Exactly.
So maybe the next stream that you all come on, we'll just make curry.
Ooh, curry party.
Yeah.
down for that.
Which is the next game that you'll be publishing, Curry Party, where it's just like a cooking style game and you just make a curry.
Oh, and we'll have Hype Ghost too.
And Hype Ghost makes the curry with you. Oh man, this is going to be good. I'm ready. I don't know where we are. We're lost now.
Oh yeah, we are lost. Wait, should I start facilitating the game? I'm not actually a player.
Yeah, but Banana's gonna because this is Banana's baby. Well, a joint baby between the three of you. I don't know about science or
modern family.
Very modern family. Banana is going to facilitate this, so I will get to play as opposed to being the GM today. Do you have a term for? Is it just facilitator? Is that how you do it, or is it?
Yes, facilitator. So actually, this game is a GM-less game. Everything is there on the paper. It gives you prompts. It gives you, instructions on how to play it through. So you technically don't need a GM or a facilitator or anything like that. But I'm just here to help out. So I figured, why not? I'll lead you all through and do time checks every so often.
Cool.
So that's my job for today.
Perfect.
So I guess before we begin, should I just go through some content warnings, tell everyone what this game is about?
Yes,
right, cool.
Please.
Awesome. So Deimos Academy is a horror tabletop role-playing game in a coloring book. And players are taking on the roles of alumni who are returning back to their creepy old boarding school for a reunion. And they are going to be using paper dolls in the real life version. So you get to color them in, you get to walk them around, you get to put clothes on them as they get, more and more consumed by the school. And so content warnings for this game, there are obviously going to be supernatural elements. The school is kind of cursed. There's something wrong with it. It's trying to basically consume you, basically draw you back into its tendrils, I guess. We haven't even discussed what the school is like yet, but I'm just throwing some ideas out there. And this game also might have some content that has stuff to do with abuse of power and adults abusing their power and some scary situations that you might encounter when you're remembering your memories as children. So those are just some things that are thrown out there. But you are playing adults, and you are playing adults who are returning back to the school and trying to collect your memories and fears. Does that sound good to everyone so far?
Sounds great. It sounds like high school.
Yeah, totally. Typical high school.
Typical.
So to start, let's go over to slide 3. So on slide 3, we are going to be creating the school together. And how we're going to do that is we're going to be receiving this letter from the school that's telling us that we have to return back for a reunion. So I'm going to read this through, and you can help me out by filling in the details. Dear esteemed alumni, what's the year for this game? What are we setting this in?
2015.
Oh.
The year is 2015, the perfect time for our 15-year reunion. Some of us haven't seen each other since graduation. The reason why we're hosting this reunion now is because, choose one. We've received a large donation, and we'd like to offer it to any alumni who return. Very shady. We'd like to speak with prospective students. Not as shady, but still kind of weird. We'd like you to speak with prospective students. Still shady. Yeah. We are being interviewed by press, and they want to know about your experience. So which one of those would we like to choose?
I like the press one.
Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
You're being interviewed by press, and they want to know about your experience.
So we're going to be expecting press there. We have arranged a day of celebration starting at 11 a.m. on date. So do you think it's in the fall? Do you think it's in the winter, summer, spring? What month do we think this is going to be set in?
I mean, maybe it's December.
Ooh, December.
Cold and bleak.
And Christmas time, if we're old-timey Christmas time is very ghost story kind of creepy times. Like,
I don't know. Current Christmas time, like the Santa Claus is a classic, and we all know how you become Santa and the Santa Claus.
Yeah. Push him off the roof.
Wild.
Yeah.
That movie is wild.
Absolutely wild. I love the ending where he's like, I'm going to go into the family business. I'm sorry, you going to push your dad off a roof?
Yeah, you're offing your dad. Did
you just admit to? There's a lot of cops here.
I mean,
that's the long-term plan. Yes.
We heard this. Everybody heard it.
You all heard it.
So are we saying December 24th, 25th, 26th, 23rd?
Is it too weird to say that we would be doing it on Christmas Eve? Is that weird?
I think it's totally fine.
No, it would be very weird, which is perfect.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
All right, cool. So we've arranged a day of celebration starting at 11 a.m. on December 24th at Deimos Academy. As you all know, the Academy is located at, so where are we located at? Does this place snow? Like if we...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it does snow. Okay, cool.
Okay. My brain went like one of the little islands off the coast of like Maryland, like that like gets isolated. So like it's cut off from the mainland at like high tide.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's very creepy. I like that.
What kind of island? What's the name of the island?
Oh man. I don't know if we want to
call Deimos Island.
Yeah, it could be Deimos
Island. Maryland.
Like I went to a wedding in Maryland. My partner and I went to a wedding in Maryland. And when they were giving us directions, they were like, also high tides at, 7 p.m. And I was like, why does that matter? Thank you. And then I discovered when we went over the bridge, it was because it just like high tide covers the bridge and it's just cut off until the tide comes back out.
Wow.
So
okay.
But what's wild, right, is like we as people have the power to just build a taller bridge, and people went, no.
But then we don't. Yeah, no.
Cool.
Isolation instead. It's better.
We'll just chill on this island until the tide goes back out.
We literally have the technology to not deal with that. And we said,
yet.
nah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, please dress appropriately for the weather. Lunch, dinner, and light beverages will be provided. Please register at your earliest convenience. All expenses have been paid for. Children, significant others, and any other guests are not allowed. We will be expecting just you. See you there.
That's not creepy at all.
Nope. Sincerely. So go ahead and choose one. Do we think this is going to be a principal, a teacher, or an alumni who has sent this letter to all of you?
I like it being the principal personally.
And same principal that was there when we were there?
Oh yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Naturally.
What's the
They've been the
principal's
principal
name?
for forever. Principal forever.
Forever.
Principal forever.
Nice. After filling out the above, answer these questions out loud as a group. So the first question is, why do most children get sent to the school? Is it a college prep school? Is it an art school? Is it a school for unruly youth?
I like it being a bit of a last chance kind of like you got kicked out of too many other places.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a private charter school academy situation. Yeah, which is what most charter schools call themselves. Is they're like something academy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what was it known for when you attended? Were there any strange scandals or events that happened there?
It had the highest retention rate. But the reason it's strange is because the retention was like 99.9%, which is not like the school,
possible.
Yeah. Schools like don't get that. That's
Yeah.
like not a.
Oh,
Like I think the highest for most schools in the areas are like 70%, just because like kids leave, kids move out. Like,
but everyone stays here forever.
Forever.
What is it known for now? Maybe this is something odd that you saw in the news that doesn't correlate with the invite that you received.
So this tide situation makes me think that there was actually like a massive flood that had done serious damage to the building, and so we're kind of surprised that it's actually up and running right now.
That it's still there.
Yeah,
it's still there. Why? That is
why?
A very good question.
Added a new question. First, in all of our years of playtesting this game,
we have added a new question. Cool. So let's go around and do some character introductions. I'm going to start off with Austin. Who is your character?
My character is Kat. Like K-A-T, Kat. Kat's pronouns are he, she. Our graduating year will be 2000 because it's been 15 years. That's why I did that. I like easy math. I don't want to think about numbers. Kat is the clairvoyant, so he can see the future, whether he wants to or not. Am I going through all my questions as well right now?
Yeah, let's go through all of them.
Cool. The first question is, where did my parents live while I was at the school? They never told me.
Oh.
They sent me off, and they sent me letters without like return addresses. So I don't know where they lived. That's a great question.
Were they like spies or something?
I don't know. It's also a great question.
That'd be cool if there were spies.
Super cool.
Representation in high school was like a burnout. I define myself now as a burnout, but with a Twitch show. Or I guess it'd be YouTube in 2000, but
yeah, that's fine.
You discovered your powers in clairvoyancy when you were in a scary situation. How did you find your powers? There was a school fire one semester. Schools use semesters still, even if you're not in high school. And there was something in the fire.
Oh.
And I don't know what it was to this day, but like I saw it and it looked back at me with like these two charcoal eyes. And I felt my eyes sting and burn, and ever since I've been able to see the future. And anytime I see the future, my eyes like burn and water really bad. It made me scared of being something. This made me scared of something. What is my fear? My fear is being right. Excuse me. And that's it for now. The last one is after relationships.
Nice.
Aww.
Yeah,
Next character.
We forgot to warn everybody that Austin always makes this the most intense.
That's okay. That's good. We'll be intense.
Their superpower is always turning the game of Deimos up to 11 every time.
Yeah, we're gonna spinal tap this for sure.
So Sarah, I think you're up next.
Yeah. So I'm Lily. Pronouns are she, her. Where did your parents live while you were at the school? They took the opportunity to like travel around. They did a lot of gallivanting about Europe and things. So I would get care packages from wherever they were at the time, things that were definitely not useful for me in school, but probably were very pretty and expensive and probably immediately stolen by
Also
other
spies.
Maybe also spies. I actually just think that they're just sort of foppish is what it is. It's not necessarily spies. It's more just like that they just like had a lot of money and didn't want to do anything. What was your reputation in high school? I was the nerdy bookworm. And I sort of grew into that pretty hard. And now I define myself as an academic. I think sort of a perpetual student. I am probably still studying to get like another PhD at this point. I discovered my powers in mediumship when I was in a scary situation. I was bullied pretty badly in school and a lot of pranks were played on me. And one day, one of the girls locked me in like a steamer trunk as a prank. And there was a ghost inside who just like whispered to me the whole time that I was in there. And when I finally got let out, I could just talk to ghosts all the time. They were just sort of always around me. And it made me scared of something. And I developed claustrophobia. And in very small spaces, there are more like trapped spirits. And so the wider the space is, the easier it is to ignore them.
Very cool. And finally, Amanda, who is your character?
My character is Madison Carroll. Her pronouns are she, her. Graduating year, we all graduated in 2000. That's right. Her parents lived in New York City while she was at the school. Her reputation in high school was that she was popular. Everybody liked her. Or at least she was convinced everybody liked her. And she now defines herself as being successful. And you discovered your powers in telekinesis. She is the telekinetic. She can move objects with her mind. While you were in a scary situation, how did you find your powers? Something was chasing her through the halls. Late at night, she had just gotten up to go for a little walk, and something that she could not see, could just hear and feel behind her, kept chasing her. And she realized as she was running that she was also kind of like throwing things at it, from like pictures on the wall and, trash cans or whatever else. But she was doing this with her mind, not with her hands. But this has instilled in her the fear of being chased.
Very cool. Now we are going to go into relationship creation. So that's the next slide down. So as a group, I'm going to ask you all to answer the following questions. The first one is, what after-school activity or club were you all in?
Oh,
we're in it. Wait, don't we have a table for clubs? I feel like
I accidentally deleted it.
Oh no!
I am sorry.
No. That's okay.
So we have someone who studies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Popular person. Man, I think we're just a breakfast club.
I think we are the breakfast club.
We are the breakfast club.
We're just like detention, right?
Breakfast club. The club we were all in is called detention.
Detention. Well, is it like a classic film club? Maybe the Breakfast Club itself brought us together.
It could have.
Oh, yeah.
Detention.
Or it absolutely could
created
have been detention.
Our film club.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know
Talking
who, but one of us
films.
is like, this is just like the Breakfast Club.
I love that movie.
Awesome. How'd you all learn about one another's supernatural abilities?
I think I spilled the beans first. I think I was just like, I don't know which one of you. Maybe Lily was getting him to throw something away, and I was like, "You're gonna trip," and you're like, "What?" And then you almost tripped or something. Like, "Oh, how did you see that?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can see the future." And it's like, "No, I meant how did you notice the court? You can what?" And I think it was kind of like I was just very nonchalantly like, "You're gonna need an umbrella." What? You're gonna need an umbrella? Kind of situation.
Nice.
Couldn't stop yourself.
Nah.
Cat spilled the beans. Cool. Why was it so hard to sleep at night for some of you?
Oh, I mean, the ghosts never shut up.
Gossiping all the time.
Yeah.
Gossiping loud
ghosts. Yeah.
Ghosts.
And I think once they figured out that I could hear them, it was even more so. I think this was like a Oda Mae Brown situation where they were all just gathered in the room, but because they knew she could hear them, just okay, anytime now. Just stop. I'm trying to study.
No.
Does everyone else hear these ghosts, or is it just you?
I think it's just me.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's very annoying.
It super is.
What mysterious event happened the year you graduated that still makes you wonder if it was real or not?
What if there's a flood they were graduated to?
Oh, yeah.
Like a different big, like some big flood, and we had to go to the highest point. I guess you wouldn't go to a storm shelter for that. So like,
no, like the highest point on the island.
Yeah, they
bell tower. There's got to be a
like,
bell tower, right?
They sent just like the bell tower or something like for the night. Like all the students had to go, and then we got the all clear and we left, and it didn't look like there was a flood, even though we all very much like ran from a flash flood.
I like that.
There was
nice.
no evidence of such a thing.
And we're like, the flood, and like all the staff's like, what do you mean? We're like, we slept in the bell tower overnight. No?
They're like, oh, you silly kids.
Yeah.
They were out past bedtime.
Detentions for all of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
When was the last time you all saw one another as a group? And this is like you as adults now.
I don't think since graduation.
It's never. It's not once ever. Is it ever like people were still friends, which I love about this game.
No one's ever friends anymore.
No, never.
Every once in a while, we have like people that live in like the same town and they casually see each other, but they're not like friends anymore.
I think Lily follows Kat's YouTube channel.
Oh, Lily follows Kat. We decided YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's Twitch. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Twitch is like a twinkle in someone's eye. I don't know who founded Twitch, but
maybe it was Kat.
It's me in this timeline.
Kat, founder of YouTube. All right, cool. So now we're going to go through to each individual alumni, and you're going to answer one of these questions about another alumni. So,
like another player? Or...
Another player, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, who wants to start? I'm going to pass it over to Amanda.
Okay. So the first one says, who do you resent the most and why? I'm going to say that Madison resents Kat because Kat is like very laid back and chill, and things still seem to be working out for her, whereas Madison is constantly like doing the hustle and grind thing, and she's just like, if I could just chat on YouTube and have that work, we can't all be so lucky.
Nice. And Kat, which one of these questions do you want to answer?
First, I sneeze. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless
you. I'll go with who do you try not to speak with and why? And I think I try not to speak with Madison. Because I know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Lily.
Yes.
Which one of these questions would you like to answer?
Who do you still keep in contact with and why? I think I still keep in contact with Kat because I think maybe Kat was one of the only people from the academy that didn't like make fun of her for being able to hear ghosts. Like Kat was like, well, yeah, I mean, I could see the future. So that's like the same thing. We're pals kind of a thing. And so I don't think that it's like a close friendship, but I think that they, she checks up on him.
Very cool. All right. So now we're going to go back to our character sheets and we're going to answer that final question. And the last question is, why do you decide to go to the reunion? And we can take some time to answer this question. And then I'm going to circle back to all of you. And this time I'm probably going to go the other way. I'm going to start with Sarah.
Word.
Once you're ready.
I think it's not going to let me type on it, but that's okay.
Oh no.
It hates me. It's fine. I think that the reason why I'm going back to the reunion is because there was a spirit that was kind to me in the academy. And I think, I don't know how deep we can go into this, but I feel like maybe one of her PhDs is in like paranormal psychology. Like she studied the paranormal, and I think like feels a responsibility to try to help the like one kind spirit that's in that awful place, like maybe get out of that awful place.
Mm-hmm. That definitely makes sense.
It's a little Ghostbusters situation, but
love it.
We don't know.
I love it. Austin, your character.
I'm going back because I saw something and I have to try and stop it and help save my friends.
Oh,
nice. And finally, Madison.
Madison is absolutely just going to show off to everyone that she is.
Yes,
of course she is. Of course she is.
Successful and wonderful, and her life is great and put together. And she has just done amazing, and everyone needs to see.
I love Madison so much as a character. So
amazing,
good.
Incredible.
Awesome. So we are going to go to the gates of the school, which is on slide 9. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste our characters over to the gates of the school and resize it so that they are small enough so that they fit next to the gate.
Oh, how do I do that?
Here, I can help you out with yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go.
I'm enormous. I'm a giant woman. Oh,
there we go. Sorry, I'm just like fitting everyone.
I'm very big.
And then we don't quite all scale them the same, so some of us are still slightly enormous. That's fine.
Just a big
all right, who wants to read this?
Before you enter, you recall something strange about the school. Something that scared you as a child. Beyond the gates, a manifestation of your fears is slowly forming, ready for your arrival.
Oh.
All right. Now we're going to copy and paste all of our characters, and we're going to go over to slide 10.
10. Oh.
Big.
Enormous
You're just
again.
Oh, I could do.
I think you're just going to have to drag me around.
There you go.
Because I'm having a hard time.
I got you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, who arrives first?
I think Lily is first because being late makes her very anxious. So she's probably too early.
All right.
As a matter of fact.
Awesome. Lily, go ahead and read out the first line, and you're going to describe how your character arrives.
Lily arrives first. When you get there, you feel a chill in the air. The school looks empty and you don't see anyone around. Maybe folks are just busy setting up for the reunion. Describe how your character arrives. I think that I drove here. I think she's got like a little tiny car. Like maybe I feel like it's maybe like a vintage Bug. It's like a little sort of tank of a car. And she gets there and she gets out of the car and like has a bag of books and notes and journals that she scribbled in. She did like research before coming because she wants to make sure that she remembers everybody. I think she has the yearbook so that she, in case anybody shows up, that she can like remember who everyone is. And I think now she's just sort of like nervously pacing because I think this island is just like reeks of ghosts. I think it's just like a constant low level chatter here on the island, which is even more so than in other places.
Nice. Who is next to arrive?
Well, I'll be next. So Madison arrives next. The trees around you are dead and you hear birds escaping from the area. What was the last text message you sent out before your phone lost signal? So the last text message she sent out, because this is Christmas Eve, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so she sent a text message to her husband reminding him that he has to make sure that all of the presents that she already has wrapped and organized make it under the tree in case she's not back in time. She doesn't want to have to do it at 11:30 at night. Make sure that it's done as soon as the twins are in bed. Okay, love you. Bye. XOXO.
I have a question. Twins, is it boy girl twins? Two girls? Two boys?
No, two boys.
Two boys.
Two boys.
Are they identical twins?
Oh no, they're fraternal twins. They're real cute though.
Okay.
I can show you pictures.
This is not like Shining Twins situation. This is like this is not a play with us, Danny kind of moment. This is like a
And who arrives last?
That'll be me.
Which one of these prompts would you like to answer?
I'll do the like arrives last.
Awesome.
Cat arrives last, as always. The shrubbery is perfectly square, trimmed to perfection. They notice the branches are dried out. What can you tell about the school? I think as she walks up to the school gates from her cab, it's the fact that everything is exactly how he saw it would be. And he's just like, so I'm right. That sucks. And walks through the gates.
Not creepy at all.
I think
As
this is
you
going to
look
be
around.
a really fun reunion.
I get that feeling too.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, totally adorable. As you look around, you realize that the gates to the school have closed behind you. Your phones have lost all signal. You are locked in. It is now 11:30 a.m. Choose a room to go to. Before we do that, should we take a quick break?
Sure. Yeah, we can take a quick bio break. So for those of you watching at home, if you would like to, I think things might get a touch creepy. If you want to get yourself like a blanket fort and something warm to drink and maybe light a candle or turn on all your lights, however you want to do it, go do that. We will do the same here, perhaps. And then we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Welcome back. We talked about drama over the break. We talked about how we didn't get to do the plays that we wanted to do when we were in high school, and how we're all bitter about it. Ta-da! So while with that feeling of bitterness, I think it's a perfect time for us to dive right back into this reunion.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So,
hold on to that bitterness. Hold on to all that resentment that you have.
Like a little nugget in my soul.
Yes, keep it there. And we're going to go right into this game. Yes. So you have 3 different rooms that you can choose from to go to first. Which one will you go to? The English classroom, the science lab, or the art studio?
I mean, I think
we're just talking about plays, so English.
Mm-hmm. We're going to English classroom. Okay, great. Go ahead and copy and paste your characters into slide 13. You're going to start at the entrance. So the entrance is right at where Kat's standing. And I'm going to copy and paste your character for you. There you go. I got you. All right, cool. So,
I shrank.
Kat, you look like you're just like laying there.
Kat's just lying down in the doorway.
Kat is maybe possessed and is just like is spinning and like, ooh, we've already started it. It's weird. Let's go.
Great. We're doing great. Awesome.
Okay.
A few things to talk about before we get started. I have copied and pasted the dice mechanics, some cards that we're going to be playing from, and some notes if you need some assistance when you're rolling some dice. So I'll go through all of those with you as we play through this game. But since we're here, let's go ahead and answer some questions. So the first question is, what was or were the names of your old English teachers or English teacher if you only had one?
I mean, I feel like we could lean into like puns and things. Is everybody okay with that? I mean, the principal's named forever, so I feel like we could.
Right. Go for it.
I feel like maybe our English teacher was named Mrs. Ibid. IBID.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm not smart enough to get that joke.
Ibid like refers to the thing before it.
Like when you're in like the footnotes, when it's like, oh yeah, and this footnote is also from the same person that the last footnote was referring to. You just put
Ibid.
Gotcha.
I don't know what it means, but that's just, I remember having to put it on a bunch of papers.
Right.
It's both like very punny and also like creepy.
Yeah.
In a way. I like it. What is a shared memory that you all have here?
What shenanigans did we get up to in the English classroom?
I think this is where we started our breakfast club. I think this was also like the detention hall.
Oh. Also where we had to serve detention was in the English classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and move your character over to one of these 4 items. So you'll see that there's an old note, an old notepad, a brass pen, and a desk carving. Go ahead and just click your character and move them over. All right. So let's start off with the old note. Amanda, you have your 1d6 ready? All right, awesome. So once you roll your die, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through on what to do.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. So there are 3 different outcomes to the dice rolls. 5 to 6 means I remember, and you get to take a memory card from the deck. 3 to 4 means your memory is a little fuzzy. So there's something strange about this item. There's something about it. So you're going to be answering a question about that item. And then 1 to 2 means you don't remember anything, but the group bothers you. And because of that, you're going to rip up the top card of the memory deck. In this game, we can decide to either destroy cards or we could just set them off to one side so we can read them later post-game. So it's dependent on what everyone wants to do for that. But let's stay with your result first. So Amanda, Did you want to keep your results or do you want to use any of the modifiers?
I think I'll keep this first result.
All right, cool.
All right, so this item looks strange. There's just something about it. And the question I have to answer is, what is strange about this space? And something in the room hints at my fear, but isn't visibly there. Okay. So I'm gonna say that I'm looking at this. I pick up this old note, and the thing that's weird about it is that, like, there's nothing actually intelligible on it. It's just a bunch of really random letters put together like they're supposed to be words, but none of them are actually words. And it's not like in a different language. It's just like a whole bunch of consonants together with no vowels, or just stuff that just doesn't make any sense. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why someone would write this. And as I'm looking at it and trying to figure it out, then I hear something rustling outside of the window. Like there's something moving outside of the window there. But I don't see anything when I turn to look.
Go ahead and color in the window or draw something by the window.
Put a shape. I'm gonna put a shape over on the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that cloud shape by the window.
It's a creepy cloud shape.
It's a creepy cloud shape.
Got him.
Got him.
All right. So next up, would you like to go, Lily?
Sure. This is some old notepad. I have my D6. I shall roll it. I got a one.
Okay,
One.
so there are a few things that you can do. So would you like to keep your one, or would you like to modify your roll so that you get a higher roll?
Let's keep it. What
You're
happens?
going to keep the one. All right. So when you keep the one, go over to slide 11. You are going to read all the stuff that's happening here.
This item doesn't make me think of anything, but something about this group bothers me. Okay. Rip up the top card in the memory deck without looking at it and put on a piece of a school uniform. I'm going to put on the swaggy jacket, I think.
All right, cool. So I can go ahead and do that for you.
And who in the group bothers you? Confront them in character. Okay. Let me go back in here to 13. I think it's Madison bothers me. Don't look surprised. I feel like Madison set out to bother everyone. So
She did.
If you would like to confront them in character, or if you would like to discard a card first, if you want to discard a card first, you can go over to slide 10, pick a card, and just move it off to the side. Move it off the side. Any card you like, or you can delete it altogether. Would you like to?
I'll just scoot it over. So I picked one cool. And I scooted it.
Perfect. And now, if you would like to confront the character, on slide 12, you'll find a whole bunch of different prompts that you can use if you would like, to choose something from there, or you could just sort of improv it without using any of the things there.
Great. Madison, why are you even here? I mean, you always acted like you were so much better than this place.
What? It's a school reunion. Aren't these great? Isn't it great to catch up with everybody? It is so good to see you. It's so good to see you, Lily.
It's nice of you that you remember my name now, because you didn't when we were in school.
What? Oh, no. Of course I remembered your name. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just feel like you always kind of acted like you were better than I was.
Oh, well, I don't know what would ever give you that impression. That sounds like you might have had some kind of, some of your own kind of like self-doubts maybe weighing you down a little bit.
Right. But I mean, maybe it's because you kept like stealing my clothes.
What?
You did steal her clothes a lot.
What? Why would I do such a thing? I had plenty of my own clothes. I didn't need to steal your clothes.
It was weird.
I really don't know what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. I think you must be mistaken. I don't know why I would ever do such a thing. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Are you sure you're not thinking of what was her name? There was another girl in our class. Her name also started with an M. Was it Marilyn?
I don't know. I remember, I mean, specifically one of the only things that was nice that my parents sent me was that scarf, and you took the scarf and you wore it like all the time in front of me.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't think that happened. I'm so sorry. I think you must be confused.
There's probably like a bunch of like ghost chatter happening around her brain right now. Just like all of them just being like,
yeah, we all watched her, right?
We remember it.
Awesome. Now, Kat, your turn to roll.
Hot Hands continues. 6.
Woo.
6. All right.
Wow, that's fancy.
Go ahead and read the outcome under I remember.
6, I remember. I look at the item, reminds me of something. I color in the item in the room. I take a memory card from the memory deck, act out as a flashback with the other alumni, or tell the other alumni about it.
Ooh.
I will go grab a card.
Which one would you like? I can help you. Okay. I am going to fill that in. There we go. Great.
Radical. Lily smelled death lingering in the dining hall.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. And some of these fancy prompts that we made. Okay. So yeah, I think it is the memory that Kat gets is, it's like he is handing a pen to Lily for her to borrow in English class. And I think like our friend group is established, whatever it is, whatever weird connections we have that makes us want to hang out sometimes. But I feels like Lily and Kat like got along more than like Lily and Madison. I think Kat probably got along well enough with Madison because Kat is easygoing with everyone. Is kind of like, it's not really my problem that she stole your clothes. And I think I just like handed it to you, and you're just like the dining hall smelled really bad, and I'm like, I must be Tuesday. But like it's maybe you told me about like some of the ghosts telling you like something had like passed away there, but like you were like very about the fact that it smelled like death, and I was like, it's probably just the food. The food here is terrible. We're technically here because we're like bad kids or whatever.
Right.
Even though it's also a prep school, it's a weird setup. But I think back in the present, as I'm like, I pick up this pen and there's like the talk about the scarf and the like, hey Lily.
Yeah.
So you call me like, I don't know, like 2-3 times a week, something like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever? There's that one time you thought the dining hall smelled, and I feel like you always sidestep that anytime I remember it and bring it up.
Well, I mean, you said yourself it was probably just food here is bad, right? It's just not good food.
Yeah, but I know it feels weird because you can like talk to dead people, so
right.
like you're all Sixth Sense about it. So like, I don't. Did they tell you something else that you didn't want it to tell anyone?
Well, I mean, nobody really listened. Whenever I talked about what the ghosts had told me in the school, somebody locked me in some space, trunk, a locker, closet.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, that's not fair, but it also doesn't mean you should, like, stop telling the truth. My YouTube channel is me just, like, telling people what's gonna happen, and people think I'm just being a weird Nostradamus, so.
That's true. That's the name of it.
Weird Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we
really leaned into it. You branded it. It was good. I like it.
I just really hope people take that advice about the housing market seriously.
I know.
They're gonna be real upset if they don't.
Yeah. Okay. So I do remember that time. But it sounds crazy, right? Because the ghost told me that it was like a fresh one, that it was like new, but like nobody was missing or anything, right? Like,
I'm sorry, a fresh what?
Scarf.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Like that there was a
ghost.
new.
Oh. And you didn't tell anyone?
I try to tell people, but they're always locking me in places. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
but then nobody was gone, right? Like nobody in the school everybody was still there. So like, who could it have been? I don't know. Maybe it was like an animal or something. I don't usually see animal ghosts, but.
Well, all I know, I think Kat like lifts up these like sunglasses and drops eyedroppers in their eyes. Is so far everything's been just how I saw it, and that makes me pretty nervous. So,
what did you see?
It's one of those I can't tell yous.
Okay.
It's future timeline fragility. I don't know. I've been reading books about stuff, so I probably shouldn't tell you all the stuff I see. Madison, you're gonna get a flat next week on the way to work.
Oh, well, thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure that I have a spare.
Yeah. That's an okay one. That doesn't seem like Madison doesn't seem that important to the time stream that it's gonna disrupt anything.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Hmm?
It's fine.
Awesome. Do we want to move on to the next room?
Sure.
All
right. So before we do, who wants to have their fear show up in this room?
Ooh. Well, I failed my roll, so I feel like I could probably have my fear show up.
Nice.
Sure.
And what is your fear again?
I'm claustrophobic.
Claustrophobia. All right. So as you're exiting the room, you see something that none of the other other alumni see. What is it?
I think it's the trunk that the bullies would lock me in.
Nice. Describe it. Where is it sitting at?
All right. Well, let's go full creepy, right? Like, I'm going to say that I was like lingering behind. I was still flipping through the notepad, looking around. And the other two had already left the room. And when I turned around, the trunk was blocking the doorway between me and I have to climb over it to get out.
That's so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Go ahead and copy and paste your characters into the next room.
Where are we going?
We are going to the music room.
Oh.
All right. So first off, what is the name of your music teacher?
Mm. It's all consonants.
I was something like Mr. Zyla.
Mr. Like X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what is a shared memory that you have here?
Oh, I think during the fire, maybe this is where the fire started.
Oh, okay. That's where the fire started. Nice. All right, cool. Go ahead and pick an item and stand next to it. Very cool. And now we're going to roll again. This time, let's start with Lily. You got two? Would you like to? Would you like to change your roll?
No.
You want to go full on?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. All right. So this item, go ahead and go back to slide 11.
11.
And that will tell you what to do.
Item doesn't make me think of anything, but something about this group bothers me. Rip up the top card in the memory deck without looking at it. Put on a piece of a school uniform. I guess I'm putting my swaggy pants on.
I will help you with that.
All right. And now I'm going to, first I'm going to get rid of one of the cards because that is my job in this group. To get rid of memory cards, apparently. That's what I get to do. And I am going to confront Kat. Kat, I don't understand why you won't just tell us. I mean, you've been on edge since we got here. Like, why can't you just tell us what's wrong?
Because if I tell you what's wrong, then you'll just run towards what's wrong. And if I don't tell you what's wrong, it's just going to happen anyway. So it really just saves you the grief of knowing what's going to happen and it being inevitable.
But we could just avoid it then. You told Madison that she was going to get a flat and then she can just prepare for it.
Because I was supposed to tell her she was going to get a flat.
But okay, I don't understand why. And you don't ever tell me anything that's going to happen to me. Why? And we were friends. Even in school, you would never tell me when something was going to happen to me.
Well, you are a very tense person. You're under a lot of pressure from yourself, and I didn't want to add to the stack. Madison, it doesn't seem to give a flip about really anything.
Not true. I care about a lot of things.
See? There's not much to add to a stack there. You have, 2.5 PhDs now?
Yeah.
It's been 15 years since high school?
Yeah.
I don't think you could handle me knowing, what you're going to do next year, let alone what's going to happen today.
But you do know something.
Yeah. And that's why I came here, to see if I could stop it.
So wait, none of us can stop it, but you can stop it.
No, I fail every time.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
So I can see the future.
Yeah, we know that part.
Right.
But it isn't it's it's not like your future is not written. It's there. I can see it. Nothing I seem to do changes it. It seems to be if I do something, it's because I was supposed to do it, and then the thing happens, or I don't do anything because I wasn't supposed to do anything, and the thing happens. And when I've tried to intervene, the thing still had the fire that happened in this room was supposed to happen. The flood that happened but didn't happen was supposed to happen. I tried to tell the teachers, and they just ignored me, and then the flood happened, and we had to rush to the top of the school. I told the guy I buy bagels from that his cat was going to get sick and he should go to the vet beforehand. He wrote me off. Cat got sick. Didn't make it to the vet. It doesn't seem to matter what I do. So, Lily, you're, I think, my only friend, really. Okay, really, Madison, when's the last time you called me?
I don't have a lot of time to call people. It's nothing personal.
Madison, you didn't even invite us to your wedding.
What? Well, it was a family
We
affair.
saw photos on MySpace. There were 150 people there.
At least.
Well, look, we both have very large families. It's just we didn't really invite any friends.
Okay, we can do that later.
Okay. Fine.
I want you to have a good life for as long as you can. And you already have the whole ghost always talking. I'm sure since you've come here, you've had a headache.
Yeah.
My eyes and head have hurt since the day that fire happened, and I don't need to give anyone else a headache.
Okay.
But no, everything I do is with your best interest in mind, and I'm sorry.
That would be very sweet if there wasn't like a tiny Victorian boy in front of you screaming about his pants.
If anyone has a headache, I have some Advil in my bag.
It's not gonna.
Are you sure?
Do it.
I have some stronger stuff from a doctor. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me know. I have plenty.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Kat, let's go over to you.
That's a 4 for the kid.
All right. Did you want to adjust your character, your role? Would you like to re-roll?
Would you like to come to the dark side with me?
I will re-roll just because we haven't used it yet.
Go for it. So how re-rolls work is you will use one of your character's abilities. You have 2 types of abilities. You have your special ability, which for Kat is your clairvoyance skill. Mm-hmm. And you also have your reputation. So anytime you're reminded of your reputation, you can either add 1 or minus 1 to your roll.
Ooh.
I put it in the wrong spot, actually. I will use my reputation.
Ooh.
It's a burnout?
Yeah. I think I reminded myself of it by being reminded about taking medication.
Are you minusing 1 or plusing 1?
Plus 1.
Oh, okay, cool. So you got a 5.
Yes.
Success.
Okay. Very cool.
Success on this porcelain doll. I look at the item, I color it in, take a memory from the deck, flashback, rinse, repeat. The deck is up here. I will grab this one.
All right. Let's fill that in. Perfect.
It makes sense. This is the room where the fire happened.
We did not plan this, but the symmetry always calls to me.
Oh, man.
I think Kat touches this doll, and it has these deep pitted charcoal eyes. And as I look around, it looks like the room is engulfed in flames again. And I drop the doll and it shatters. Okay. Yeah, so did we ever figure out what started that fire?
No, the fire marshal never could figure it out.
We were just like sitting here, right? Like we were like sitting here and then the room is like on fire, right?
I mean, the ghosts have a theory.
And that would be,
I mean, they just call it the thing. But it's not a ghost. It's like other.
good. You
Like we were demon or something, maybe? I don't know.
Sick. That would make sense, I guess. Because we were sitting here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was like, right, like it wasn't like it was a fire, like the room was like on fire.
Yeah.
Like we were surrounded by fire.
Right.
Yeah. It was very sudden.
And there was no news about it. The other students even just like no one talked about it. No one was like blogging about it. There weren't email chains. Like I swear it's like it feels like sometimes we're the only people there. They closed off this wing of the school for a few days, but
yeah, but I mean, even when we came back in, it didn't even look like there had been a fire. Like there was snow.
It was strange, and all of the same old junk was in here, and nothing was new or replaced or any of that.
But do you remember like the thing on the wall that looked like wings after?
Yeah.
The what now?
On the wall of the room. It looked like wings. It wasn't like a burn. It was like a negative space, right? You know how like you move a picture frame that's been there for a long time and there's like the outline of the picture frame still?
Oh, I just thought that was like a water stain. Wasn't that just a water stain? Probably from where they put the fire out?
Right? No one ever came to put the fire out. We just all evacuated. But the fire department didn't come.
But the fire got put out somehow.
Right. Sometimes it feels like all the things that happened here only happened to us. And I don't know if it's because we were too dumb and kept asking questions, or if the school only wanted us to remember, but
I don't like the sprinklers didn't even come on.
Well, that is strange. They really should have.
We didn't get hurt. We were in this. It was engulfed in flames.
I mean, you got hurt.
Well, psychically, but
that counts.
Like rubs the eyes. I don't know. It's baffling being able to solve really anything I wanted, any crime. I can see who done it, but I can't go backwards, right? So I don't know what was going on. I'm gonna sit down for a sec. Sorry to startle everyone with the shattering of a porcelain figure. That,
I mean, it was real creepy. It's okay. It's broken. It was gross.
Yeah.
I think we looked down and it's like reconfigured.
Like not broken anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
I just look at it. Yeah, that's probably some kind of effigy thing. Whatever. Just don't touch it again.
I won't. I won't.
Can I say that maybe it's like an angel porcelain figure? Sure. Like same shape wings that are on the wall.
For sure.
Amazing. Go ahead and color in that item.
I will figure out how to do that.
Color it in. For you? Creepy.
I can do it for you too if you like.
Oh, not the. Yeah, I can. No, I can do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go to Amanda.
All right. In the actual picture, just the label.
Amanda,
I rolled a 2. I think I would like to not roll a 2.
Would you like to re-roll?
I will try to re-roll. Yes. So that one I have to use my power, right?
Yes. So you will describe how you use telekinesis to try to recall a memory.
All right. So I'm standing at this pile of sheet music that's just kind of thrown on the floor. And I'm getting frustrated because everybody's talking about all these things that happened here, and my memories are very spotty. I am not recalling the things that they are talking about anywhere near as thoroughly as they are. So in this fit of frustration, I just like fling all of the sheet music up into the air with my telekinesis. And I don't use my powers very often, and so this is kind of like me trying to tap into that time in my life. As the sheet music is fluttering down, let's see if I remember anything. No, I rolled a 1.
Yeah! Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah!
Welcome to the school side. Would you like
Yay.
the top or the dress?
I'll take the top.
I will copy over the top.
Take the blazer. I'm gonna
Cool
take
blazer.
this card and I'm just gonna delete it. Unless anyone has an objection.
No, get rid of it.
Delete. It's gone. That memory's gone.
It's gone forever.
It's gone
I
forever.
know what it was.
No, I can't remember, and none of you will either.
That is correct. We know nothing, Lebowski.
And something in this group bothers me. Who's bothering me? I'm going to confront them in character. I'm going to confront Lily.
Yeah.
Because right now...
she's been very on edge. I can understand why she would be bothering you.
And Kat's just sitting there holding her head right now, so I'm not going to bother him at the moment. I'm going to go over to Lily and... What... You are just bound and determined to stir things up while we're here. We're wandering around this weird, creepy old school. Everything is in such a state. I don't know where the people are who organized this thing. And you're just dead set on bringing up ancient history when we need to figure out why we're locked in this building and who can let us out and how we can get on with what we're supposed to be doing here. Why do you care what happened 15 years ago? It is over.
Well, how else are we supposed to figure out why we are here and how to get out unless these are the only memories we have of this place. I didn't keep up with it after I left. Did you come back a bunch?
I don't come back here. It's very inconvenient to get out here, but I read the alumni newsletter and I make my donations. So they send me a little letter every year and a nice Christmas card. If you were still involved with our school community, you would know these things, but you just want to dwell on the negative. And so here we are talking about ancient history when we should be trying to find Principal
Forever.
Principal Forever. We should have to be, we're supposed to be finding Principal Forever or whoever else might be running this event so that we can get on with the event or get out of here.
Well, would you like to lead the way then? Because you seem to have all the answers.
Well, you know what? Fine. I will lead the way.
Great.
To where we should, you know what? There was no one in the courtyard, but they said they were going to be providing a light lunch and snacks and beverages. So they must be in the dining hall.
Great. Right? Lead the way.
I will.
Good.
Before you leave, whose fear shows up here?
I think it's cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what is your fear?
Being right.
Right.
I think as they leave arguing, and I don't know how it looks when you're coming over to the school side, probably just vibes. Vibe feels like that, you know? And I look down at, I'm like sitting next to a figure and look over at it, and the figure's head like turns.
Ah! Kill it with fire!
It's too late, you know.
Oh.
And I'm just like, yeah, I know, but I'm still gonna try. And I get up and walk past it and just kind of turns his head and watches me leaves. And
Cool.
Great. Awesome.
That was cool. That was great, everyone.
Good
I
job.
have nightmares. Thanks, Austin.
That's cool. Who needs to sleep? Sleeping stupid. We don't need that.
Clearly,
You were told
not a
that
thing.
you all
to
knew
do.
what was happening when I came here.
I didn't.
Well,
Every time I've done
new
so many of these games with Austin. Every time they manage to get this reaction out of me.
Cool.
It's truly remarkable. You have a skill.
So we are moving over to the dining hall.
Sure are.
The first thing that I should note, though, before we get into the dining hall, is that Sarah, you have both your pieces of uniform.
I do.
So in real life, you would flip your character sheet over, and it would reveal your consumed side. But because this is this is Google
by the
Slides,
school. La 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 la.
yeah.
you would have your consumed medium side. So that's on slide 18.
Okay.
So go ahead and fill out that stuff as we're going through this. And all of the stuff, all the roles and everything else, like all the questions and stuff, that's not going to happen until we reach the final room. So
I don't have a way to type on here.
That is so weird.
It won't let me.
That is very strange. I'm going to copy and paste all of that stuff into your area.
That is weird. I just went to look and it also wouldn't let me either.
That is strange. Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because of the ghostesses. They won't let me.
Yeah.
Being mean.
Too many ghosts.
Too many
I've
ghosts.
noticed sometimes if you delete all of the letters in the text box before you type it in, it will just delete the text box.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm copying and pasting all the stuff anyway. So
Never mind. La la la.
You're going to use this side of the character sheet when we reach the final room.
Okay.
But before we reach the final room, we are in the dining hall.
Here we are. Hi, everyone.
Hello. So where's a shared memory that you have here?
The Great Ice Cream Heist of 1999.
Yes.
Great. Ice
You were waiting for that
cream
one. You were
heist
ready.
I saw the little.
1999.
So I drew this, but I don't remember when I draw things sometimes. And I was like, what is this? Oh, it's an ice cream cooler. And I'm like,
Oh.
next to, it's the little like freestanding ice cream cooler.
Yeah, we definitely stole a whole bunch of ice cream together, the three of us.
Yes, planned
Nice.
a heist wherein we distracted the attending adults.
Yeah, that was the week that we watched Ocean's 11, and so we got really excited about heists and
we stole a whole
I
bunch
feel
of
like
ice
you're
cream.
like, it'll be just like Ocean's 11. We'll have the perfect plan. Pat, tell us how to make the perfect Ocean's 11.
yeah.
The plan is ultimately just like knock over a table so that everyone is distracted and then just grab armfuls.
I don't know. I feel like maybe this was the time that we tried to use our powers to like help us with this heist.
Yeah.
You're like ghosts haunt the crap out of people.
Everybody,
I want you to terrify every single adult in this room.
go distract them.
I will listen to all of your gossip later. I promise.
Totally. It's like
won't
it's like a
complain.
constantly running soap opera. Like there's just some of them are just they have so much to say and nobody listens to them. Yeah. The whole week I didn't get any sleep, but it was worth it because we had so much ice cream.
It didn't matter. You had so much ice cream to eat.
Right.
Awesome. So what is different about the dining hall?
I think the thing that's different is the dining hall looks old. It was always like they were very proud of having like a very state-of-the-art dining hall, whatever. I don't like when schools like, we have a state-of-the-art lunchroom. You're like, what does that mean?
Right.
What does it actually mean? But like this, it's unlike the rest of the school, I think looks the same, like very pristine or whatever it looked like when we left or whatever. The dining hall looks like worn out.
All right. Go ahead and choose your item.
Pick your poison. Oh, I'm standing on you. Sorry. I didn't mean to stand on you. I will stand on the table instead.
Nice.
That's normal.
Very normal. All right. So let's start off with Lily.
Yeah.
It can't get any worse for you at this
wow.
It's true.
Okay. It really can't. But you could just keep creating conflict.
I'll just
powers. Or,
I'll just keep being. I'll just keep I clearly was supposed to get eaten by the school. That was my lot in this game. Let's get rid of another memory.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This one's gonna go away. You come with me. I want you.
Do you want me to take it for you? I can take it for you.
Won't move. Yeah. What's happening? It's just turning it.
Oh, weird. Boop.
Goodbye. Goodbye, memory. Right. I don't know what it was, but you're gone now. La 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 la.
All right. So let's see. What else do you have to do? Act out a flashback with the other alumni. Or sorry, wrong one.
No.
Answer the question.
Answer the question. Who in the group is bothering me? Well, you've both bothered me. So let's see who's going to bother me this time. I'm going to roll. Odds and evens. Okay. It's Madison.
Absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be one of you. It was odds or evens. Madison.
You can use.
Listen.
Oh,
Listen. I was really hurt that you didn't keep in touch. I sent you a Christmas card every year and a birthday card every year. And I sent you a gift when you had your twins. And I invited you to my graduation ceremonies and you just never even responded.
Well, it's not anything personal. My schedule is really hectic and I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to make it to your graduation, but I really appreciate it. You're always so thoughtful. You're always so thoughtful and so kind, and that's what's so wonderful about you. And I really don't always manage to do my part as the kind of good friend that I should be. What do you think we could take this opportunity to have a fresh start?
Mm-hmm. Madison, do you remember what my last name is?
Ned.
Yikes.
Nelson?
Wow, not even any of the correct letters.
What? Really? No. What? No.
Yeah, I mean, I thought even though you stole from me in school and I thought that we were all friends. I thought we were all friends.
Yeah, we were.
I remember your food allergies and how you had to have your sleep mask on to go to sleep. And you don't remember my full name.
A long time ago. We all move on and grow and change. And I mean, this time is, it's very special for some people, and some of us have other things that we move on to, and it's not as big of a part of our lives anymore.
Right. But you dropped us the second you walked out of the school.
It's not anything personal. It's really not. I never meant anything by it.
No, that's
to anyone.
That's pretty clear.
And I'm so sorry that
you're not
that you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel
what a non-apology that was. Awesome. And she stabs her with this spoon. No, just kidding.
Just fling it at her face.
Kat, would you like to go next?
Sure.
I hope the portrait eats you. That would be fun.
Nice.
Of course you get the headmaster's painting.
Yeah, I would. That's another 5.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I play this game, this happens.
All right.
When I play other games, it's like 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, or fail success, whatever. But this game, every time, hottest hands, I will grab this one.
What does it say?
Let's see.
Got navigating early. Okay, so I think it is. I walk up to Principal Forever's portrait. I'm just staring at it, and I like hear them bickering. And I think I say, I don't even know if people answer. I'm like, you guys remember that time I was at I had detention with y'all, and they came and grabbed me early?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was not great, actually.
Oh, where'd you go?
You see, that's the thing, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, like they took me and they left. Went to the headmaster's office.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like started talking about responsibilities and doing the right thing, like dumb adult school. At the time, dumb adult school stuff. I guess I'm an adult now, but well, yada 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 yada. Your potential gifts like yours. Who knows what you could do? Mm-hmm. And then asked me to come with him. And then there's like a lot of white noise in my brain. And I remember wings and like lots of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, then we were like in chem, and you guys were like, what's up with you? And I'm like, what do you mean what's up with me? Why are we in chem? You're like, because it's time for chem. And I like that whole, like, you told me about the whole day we had, and I just like went along with it. And I was like, sorry, I was, doing my future vision. I wasn't there. I don't know who you talked to, but it wasn't me.
So was this some sort of like, oh, what do you call it? What's the thing called? There's like a psychology term for it. A disassociative episode or something like that.
It could have been.
Yeah, that, I mean, high school
that was
very
close
rough.
after the fire, though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was then or now or later. But you talked to me, so my body was okay, but I wasn't. Whoever responded and hung out with you that day wasn't me.
Oh.
You did sound
terrible.
weird.
I'm glad we all came to this reunion. Whatever it is, I mean, looks around this empty husk of this place.
Seem to be here. No.
Well,
no
I mean,
seems to be here.
This seems like a proper reunion for our little breakfast club, honestly. So I'm glad we got to do this one more time before what comes next.
Oh.
What do you mean? What comes next?
And then Kat just sits down and
great, cool,
and like drops more eyedroppers in their eyes.
Great.
Cool.
So Madison.
All right. I got a 3.
Would you like to adjust that roll?
See, I can. So let's see. I can. Well, if I get
eaten by the school. Cool people get eaten by the school.
I don't want to get eaten by the school. I'll use my telekinesis again, because this one I can re-roll, and that's it. I've used all of them.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll use my telekinesis again to attempt to re-roll. Again, it's just my memories are still just not really coming back to me about this. A lot of my attempts at smoothing things over and dodging and saying it was a long time ago is because it's not coming to me. And
this feels like very like I have repressed all of this.
Right.
So.
But I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I'm also missing something important. And so this time I just like using my telekinesis, pick up the orange tray and just like fling it against the far wall. It's much more violent than the shower of music
fluttering
papers from before. It's like, I rolled a 1.
Oh my god!
There
Do you want
it
to
is.
Eaten by
would you like to keep that roll?
Yeah, I was like, you can't re-roll again.
Fix it.
You can add to it,
You
but
can have 1, which is only a 2.
that's not enough.
It's not
All
enough.
right. All right.
Join us.
Being consumed. Oh no.
I'm sorry
All right.
that this is happening.
I'm gonna select this one, and again, I'm just gonna delete it.
Delete it. It's gone.
Delete. It's gone. That memory is gone. No one will get to remember it. And someone in this group is bothering me, and I'm going to confront them. This time I'm going to confront Cat because he just sat back down. You can't keep saying these things. This isn't helpful. How is this helping anyone? You keep saying something bad is going to happen and you won't tell us what it is, and then you go into this big metaphysical contradictory nonsense about how no matter what you do it doesn't fix it, but it does, so you try but it doesn't, and I don't know what any of that is supposed to mean. How is that being helpful right now? How are you helping us right now? Do you know the way out of here? Or do you just like sounding like you're so much smarter and cooler than the rest of us with your smart, cool little predictions and everything that people watch on the internet with you while you say all of these outlandish things and then some of them happen or maybe they don't or whatever. How do we get out of here? Can you answer that?
Well, I'm going to get out. I go through those doors and we're going to face terrors beyond our belief.
Oh, that's very helpful. That's great. That's great. Thanks.
I mean, you two, it's already too late.
What is that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means?
What? Too late for what? What is the... all right. Just, you know what? Just go. I've had enough of this. Let's get out of here.
Oh, okay. Your kids are both going to be valedictorian, if that makes it any easier.
Great. Thanks. That's great.
You're welcome.
They're 4 right now, but fine. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be important to you later. I didn't say something bad. I didn't necessarily say it would be bad. I guess you shouldn't confer it'd be bad. I guess, I mean, I'm here. I could have not come. I thought it'd be better all be together.
Sure. We're all having a great time together here, obviously.
Oh, no, I think it's clear you two are having a terrible time, but...
Yes, your amazing supernatural powers have told you that we're having a terrible time.
While they are bickering and getting closer and closer together, I think Lily the ghost chatter is getting like louder and more ominous, and I think she just like goes up to them while they're yelling and just like holds both of their hands.
What are you doing?
This is why I came here, Madison.
So Lily could hold our hands?
So we could all hold each other's hands.
The ghosts are talking in unison, which like never happens.
I mean, it's time.
You're all completely unhinged.
Madison, you just threw a tray with your brain.
You're going to say I didn't do it because it's different, because I'm not weirdos like the two of you. I'm normal. I have kids. I have a husband.
In a very successful career.
You can throw trays with your brain.
I don't do that. I don't.
Did it.
Yeah, you never used it to like help change diapers, or I'm pretty sure one time one of your kids is gonna fall out of their crib.
Well, that's a different situation. That's different.
What's gonna happen next is going to be the hardest thing any of us have ever had to do, and we're going to see the most horrifying things we've ever had to see. And I wanted to be here with you two because I don't know what happens after that. That's kind of where everything stops with my site for us. I see your kids and the housing crisis, which really, if you have any, Madison, you have a house, you really need to make sure you get out of there before it collapses in on you. Not the house itself, the market.
You know that I'm a realtor, right?
Oh, you're going to have to change careers,
what?
Babe. You got a good, it's 2000, you got a good like 3-4 years right now before it's going to be too late.
No,
I've shifted the whole YouTube channel to just like really a lot of people are gonna be really upset if they like, please tell all of your coworkers like change your assets over, I don't know, maybe get into cars. Start fixing up classic cars. People love cars.
Right, well, whatever this thing is, let's just get it done and over with. I want to go home.
So as you're leaving, what do you see, Madison?
So
what is your fear?
My fear is being chased. So I don't see it, but all of a sudden I feel that something is right behind us, and I just get that like surge of adrenaline, and that like, oh, I have to run. Right. So I just scream and drag everybody out of the room with me.
Great.
Okay, so we're in the final room, which is the next slide. So I'm going to...
I assume that the final countdown is playing over the PA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe the ghosts are all singing it.
All the ghosts are singing
that it. Is horrifying. I don't know what it is about that, but that is the scariest thing someone's actually said while playing this game. Is hundreds of ghosts in unison singing final count. Are they like doing the like? Are they doing the like musical number? Too?
Yeah. I mean, some of them are the instruments, and some of them are the words.
It's just mouth sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's one that's beatboxing. I don't know why. This is what happens.
All right.
It's like so the scariest a cappella of a group in the world.
Terrible.
So when you exit the room, you enter a dark, cold, endless space. A fog fills the room. To every player, describe one thing you sense about your fears. For example, what do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they feel like?
I mean, I think I see like the like mist that fills this room, like a bunch of deep pitted charcoal eyes start looking around, and you all hear that voice, "You are right, it's too late, you are right, it's too late." And it's just like saying that repeatedly, and Kat's like takes out like a cigarette and lights it. Yeah, I know.
I also think the walls are closing in. Just getting like trash compactor in Star Wars. Like just closing in around us.
Amanda, what do you say?
And then we hear movement like it could be like feet or claws or wings. We're not sure what. We just hear a bunch of rustling movement rushing up behind us.
Ooh. So the interesting thing is that 2 of you are consumed. 1 of you is not consumed. The non-consumed player will get the chance to roll first. The other consumed players, you will have your 2 character sheets at the very end. So Lily's character sheet is on slide 18, and Madison's character sheet is on slide 19. What's going to happen is, Austin, you are going to roll for Kat. So go ahead and do that.
I got a 6. I have a question. Can I make it a 7?
You can make it a 7. Would you like to escape immediately? And
would I escape immediately?
I feel like you would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, you can. It's possible.
That's wild. Nah, I like the chase. I'll just keep.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah.
All right. So what you do is you would answer any of the prompts that you pass, / the one that you land on. So go ahead and move your character.
Well, yeah, you get almost to the end, huh? Immediately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to land on?
I'll be in this corner.
Right. Why did you give up? The consumed alumni, the manifestation rolls 1 less.
Oh, very strategic move there.
But I will answer. The first prompt, which is what remember that makes your blood run cold. At the very top of the entrance, there's what do you remember that makes your blood run cold? I think as Kat starts moving through the space and all this, like, there's this fear, this like push to like run, like we're being chased, and being reminded that she's right and the walls are closing in, and just like walking like very nonchalantly smoking this like Newport cigarette, and is like it's like it feels like things kind of start flooding back. And I remember that day at the headmaster that I forgot, and I remember it was like I remember seeing everything and all the stuff they told me we did together that day, but like I was like like the scene in Get Out, like I was like in there and like couldn't do anything, and there was just all of these. There is this like thing that looked like a ball of wings with like these deep pitted charcoal eyes, and it had the face from the porcelain doll.
Mm-hmm.
And it told me about this day. It was like this is the price I have to pay for this gift that I didn't ask for.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Was it an angel?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
I got a devil's bargain to not, like, I think it is like in the moment of the fire, I made a deal with the thing in the fire to not, for like my friends to be safe without knowing it. And this is like
coming to collect.
Yeah, heaven's pittance for me making that deal. This is the price I have to pay.
Love it.
Their suffering.
Love it. All right. So now the consumed alumni will get to roll. And if you manage to pass Kat, that means that you get to drag them back 1 space. If you do not pass them, nothing happens. But you do get to answer 1 question on your character sheet.
Nice.
Okay.
So who would like to go first?
You guys, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
So would you like to catch up to Kat?
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
If you do, they have to go back 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think she runs after him.
All right. So I'm going to move. Would you like to move your character? I'm not
sure. Yeah, I can move me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess it goes around because then I would end up here.
Nice. So that pulls.
Although I could, in the maze, maybe I don't pass him.
You could choose not to if you like to. It's your choice.
I think Lily is looking for him. I think that if she had encountered, she wouldn't have passed him.
Okay.
I think she took the other direction. She's very turned around. All the ghosts are screaming. Like,
nice.
It's very hard to figure out. Okay, so now
you get to answer one of the questions that are that's on your character sheet.
Am I supposed to also draw as many memory cards as there are players? And
yes, you do. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Yes. Thank you for that. You actually do. So when you go on to slide 10, you can choose to read them or not. It's up to you.
Okay. So then I'm going to. All right. I'm going to get rid of. There are 3 that I can get rid of.
Yes.
So let's reveal the top 3.
Okay.
And then I will read them out loud. And then when you saw one of the teachers crying blood. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. It sounds terrible.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right.
Nice.
We have gotten rid of that one. And then the headmaster's true form. Oh, yes. I think the headmaster's true form. We're purging from the old memory banks because it's terrifying. So I think maybe the headmaster is the angel.
Nice.
Let's get that out of here.
Purged.
And then that last one.
This one.
Oh, you stole a limo. We did. I think as a group, it was one of our Breakfast Club situations.
Nice.
Reminder that we were technically delinquent.
Yeah.
Just in case we forgot.
Right.
So those are all gone.
Right.
And then I do something else. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead and choose one of those questions to answer.
I'm going to say, what nightly rituals were you a part of when you were at the school? And I think the nightly ritual was that I left out an offering I think there was something in the school because everybody was always like, oh, the school is haunted, but nobody could hear the ghosts. And so they would leave like an offering out to the ghosts every night, just like as a, like, oh, this is a funny thing that we do every night. And I think she went and like found out what would actually be helpful and like replaced the things so that the ghosts didn't like yell at us all day long and move stuff around.
Love it. Amanda, it's your turn.
Go, Madison, go.
First of all, would you like to remove the last card?
Yeah.
What else have we forgotten?
We'll reveal it.
All right.
Can reveal it. You lost TV access. No, I didn't. Delete it.
Can't remember that.
Delete it.
Nice.
No such thing happened.
How
dare. Okay.
Now you get to roll.
5.
Ooh.
All right.
Very close.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no.
Do you pull cat back one?
Yes.
Okay.
Pull back 1.
Well, but she didn't pass him. What
Or
happens
reach,
reach him?
them. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to stay here. You have to stay here with us. All right. So, what did you name your strange and creepy pet underneath the floorboards of the dorms? The pet under the floorboards was also Madison.
Oh, no.
That was also Madison. That Madison needs to stay there and stop making those noises. She needed to stay there and be quiet and not cause any problems. This Madison has things to do.
Is this Madison a fetch? What's happening? Some sort of changeling situation. Just
I
like,
love it. And now the manifestation rolls.
Perfect.
Austin, would you like to roll for the manifestation?
Sure. Let's see if
no, don't let him roll. He's been on fire.
Oh, good point. Would anyone else like to roll for the manifestation?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll for the manifestation. I'll let's see.
8. How?
Hey,
22.
I rolled a 1.
Woo!
Manifestation rolled a 1.
Pew, pew.
Good job, manifestation.
All right. So Austin, Kat goes back by 1 space. Answer the question: how does the manifestation retaliate against you, and what does it look like?
I think it looks like the walls are like closing in. And I think it's like I get like Madison catches up to me and like claws me and pulls me back. And then like the wall like shunts close and like pushes me back more.
Nice. Go ahead and roll one more time to try and get out.
Like a tube of toothpaste.
That's a 5.
Woo!
Nice. All right. So you escape. You get to answer one final question.
I will answer. What do you remember seeing by the chapel the night you snuck out? I think it was actually not something terrifying. Shocker for me.
Oh.
I had snuck out because we were all going to meet up at the chapel to have a movie night in the woods, as we had want to do for the Breakfast Club. We thought it was ironic. We actually never met in the morning. We always met at night. And I was like walking up, and I saw Madison and Lily waiting for me by the chapel, actually having a good time together. Aww. They were like talking and they were laughing. And I was like, maybe it'll be okay. And then as I went to walk out, a feathered wing touched my shoulder, and I heard, "It's too late, you know." And I shook it off and went to go join my friends.
It's creepy angels.
Ugh. Awesome. So now we are going to go into the final slide, which is game end.
Game end.
Let's start with the consumed players. Let's go ahead and do the consumed alumni. So if you did not escape the manifestation, describe how your character becomes consumed by it.
I think Lily fades and becomes one of the ghosts of the island. I think that's where all the ghosts came from. It's just the manifestation eaten everybody.
99.9% retention rate. That's
we only let one out.
Got him.
Amanda.
So Madison appears to just leave and everything is fine. But she does quit her job and enrolls as a teacher, gets a job as a teacher at Deimos Academy and relocates her family so that she can start working there.
Mm-hmm. Lily haunts the shit out of her.
I can't hear you.
I know, but I can like mess stuff or up around you.
No, nothing's happening. It's fine.
Love it. Who would like to read the lower section? We were consumed. It was quick. And then together, both of you will decide on what these text boxes will say.
Okay, I can read that. We were consumed. It was quick. We felt the power of the manifestation course through our veins, and we just knew that this was right. Immediately after this, we...
Is it the same thing that happened to both of us?
Yes.
So right after we were overcome by the manifestation.
I kind of like the idea that we felt like really calm and at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
In the days that passed, things felt different. It felt adjective or emotion. I'm gonna say it actually like it didn't really feel like much of anything. It felt really kind of hollow.
Mm-hmm.
We were just kind of going through the motions. We have a desire to.
I think we want to get Kat back.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
I
will not stop until all is
retained.
Retained.
Nice.
100% retention.
100%. We're gonna bring it to 100%.
We want to be able to put it in the brochure.
Who does your marketing? All right, Austin. For Kat.
For me.
Describe what it looks like from your point of view, from the point of view of your character when you escape.
Kat like makes it out of this weird misfilled place and is back at the gates of the school. Finishes her cigarette and like puts it out, properly disposes of it. Is not a litterer. Just is staring up at the school that has been engulfed in flames, been flooded out, who knows how many times. And as they look to their left, they see a figure of wings and eyes. And it floats over closer and it's like, it's done now. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it disapparates. And I just stand there and wait for my cab. It's only like 11:45 and I'm like,
it took 15 minutes for it to happen.
Wow.
I'm like, this cab isn't gonna be here for like 5 more hours. And I like try the gate and it's locked. Oh God. Okay. And I just like sit down.
Go ahead and read the next prompts.
We overcame the manifestation. It took a lot out of us, but it felt like a weight had been lifted. Immediately after this, I think when I got home eventually, excuse me, I called Lily's family, whoever next of kin would be. And I just let them know that there was an accident at the reunion, and they asked me what's Deimos and who's Lily. And I'm just makes sense, and I just hang up the phone.
Nice.
In the days that pass, we tried to return to our normal lives. The people in our lives, our relationships feel adjective. I think they feel more genuine, even though like his oldest friends are to him not reachable. He's like, I'm not going back to that island. My prophecy days are over. shuts down the YouTube page, leaves up the video about the housing crisis with a note like, "Hey, I'm not making any more videos, but please, if you take anything from
please
this,
listen to this.
Please listen.
Please watch this video."
Can't seem to stop thinking about the reunion.
Also, I think I want you to know that when you got home, because it was Christmas, and Christmas Day, Lily's Christmas present to you shows up in the mail.
Oof. I think your gift shows up, but also the gift I sent you gets a return to sender.
Returned. No.
Yeah, they're like
non-deliverable.
This is not a person.
Yeah. I think I'm worried about Lily and Madison, but try as I might, like, I can see other futures for other people or things or whatever, but like for myself or those two, I can't anymore. Like, that's like, I was told it's done.
Before we answer the last question, I want to know, what are the presents that you sent each other?
I sent Lily it looks like it's like a book, like some new whatever she was going to study next or whatever, but when she opened it, it was hollowed out, and it was a plane ticket and like an itinerary for a vacation.
Oh.
I think Lily is the kind of person who shops by feel. So like, this feels like it belongs to this person. And for whatever reason, I think that the package is just like a single really ornate like feather.
Cool. And finally, what happens to your character 2 years from now?
I have a thought. We're going full creep. Kat, 2 years from now, a student from Deimos Academy shows up at your door, and Lily has possessed them. And she comes to ask you for your help. And she's holding a feather. Same kind of feather that she sent you 2 years ago.
I think, yeah, so I go and get the one you sent me, and I grab my BlackBerry because it's 2002 now.
Got it. Nailed it.
And I'm like, yeah, I finally figured out where Madison was, so let's try and do it the right way this time.
And I think the student is like very young. I think it's like a kid. It's like like a freshman,
it's
like like a little like 12-year-old.
Oh yeah, it's
kid.
Super creepy. But it's like to a viewer, but to Kat's like
but Lily's voice coming out of them.
I think I can't express it. Like, Kat opens the door and looks for an adult and looks down, and then like your voice comes out and Kat's like, "That's why you didn't get my gift."
What about Madison?
Madison's still teaching at the school.
Madison is teaching at the school.
Is there like another Madison?
Oh no, not anymore. There hasn't been for a long time.
Did you merge with the thing under the floor?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm where I belong now. Cool. Where I belong.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for playing Deimos Academy. This was super fun.
Yeah.
I also just want to say that if we wanted to, we could do a second session of this at some point and play the 2 years later.
Oh, that would be so creepy.
With the new
return to Deimos Academy.
Return.
We've had a few people be like, "What if you want to play it?" I was like, "You totally can." We didn't like I guess you just skip the ad libs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I keep, every time I play it, I'm like, I gotta write a Return to Deimos Academy. I'm not even done with this one yet.
Yeah.
Yes. Very
Maybe
cool.
that's just a short story. Maybe I'll just get that out of my system on paper. We'll see what happens.
You have
That'd be
full
really cool.
license to do what you need to with Kat.
Yes, please do.
Well, can we take a moment and do our moments of gratitude and like what happened during the game that you all like really dug into? There was a lot of moments of all of us going, yes. So I feel like there's like
yes, and also no.
Yes, and also no. There was yeses and nos all over the place for sure.
I'm gonna just like off the rip the double Madison thing at the end.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes,
like
that's yes.
That was so creepy. I love that.
I'm glad. Thank you.
That was amazing. The feathery eyeballs was amazing too. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because sleep is dumb and we don't need it, so we're just gonna be creepy. Possible.
Speaking of sleep being dumb and none of us needing it, the doll coming back together and then turning and looking at Kat and speaking.
Chatting.
I find dolls to be incredibly off-putting as me, Amanda,
especially like porcelain ones for some reason are very scary.
Absolutely terrifying.
So I found out what that porcelain doll was like modeled after from Amanda, and ever since then I'm like, this is way worse than anything I could have imagined.
Real bad.
That one doesn't bother me. One doesn't bother me.
Why? It's easily the creepiest variant of it. Sorry, everyone. That's like backstory designer
This is a whole I don't know if we want to get into it or not, but there is a story to that particular porcelain.
There's also the like porcelain village in the Wizard of Oz books. Did you ever read the Oz books?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole village of like porcelain.
Oh, I didn't read
creatures. Yeah, it's tiny. And like
I read like a couple of them, but they weren't like in because there's like a bajillion of them.
There's a whole bunch.
So many.
Yeah. But there is a whole section of it where it's just like the whole village is doll size, but it's all porcelain figurines that can like move and talk and they have to be careful because if you break them, they can't ever go back together.
Oh
yeah,
no.
it's it's
no
a thing.
No.
So
thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, good talk.
I have one more, I think, and that is the creepy ending that you had for your child talking like an adult. That is terrifying.
Kids are creepy.
Mm-hmm.
In general, kids are creepy.
Oh. So good though. So good.
Yeah. There's so many good moments in the like, oh, I don't like it sort of way.
Oh yeah.
But tell us about the Kickstarter. Give us all the details.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Kickstarter is up until this coming Wednesday.
There's so many question marks.
Wednesday?
I'm very bad at math. I think it's Wednesday.
No, Thursday.
It's a Thursday? Okay,
Thursday at 11 a.m. I pulled up the page to read what it says.
What is the date? Let's put a number.
April 14th.
April 14th.
Yep. Yes. We know what we're doing here. We're professionals.
Professional. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah. So we're working on stretch goals at the moment.
Yes, we are already funded. So that's great. That's awesome. But our stretch goals that we're trying to hit are basically like we're trying to get more of our friends writing stuff for us. We already have Porna M, who's a featured guest writer. She's going to be writing about a spooky, swampy modern town.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, after that, $20,000, we're trying to get more items created by Amanda. 24, we're trying to hit Mabel Harper stretch goal. So Mabel's going to be writing as well. Nala Wu is at 28,000, who's also going to be writing something creepy. I forgot what it was, but like, yes, we have organized like everyone's like stretch goals. Everyone's like stuff is already there. Was is at 32,000, Sadia Bees and Trevor Henderson, who they're both like very prolific horror writers and horror artists. They are at 36,000 and 40,000. So whew, really, really hoping that we can get some of these stretch goals in.
Yeah, everybody go buy this game. Yes. It was wild in a fun way.
Yes.
And it can get into much more, like we did a bit of toned down for this particular stream, but it can get a lot wilder from what I understand, that there's more adult themes. There's, I believe, some drinking and some drugs and some other things that you can put in there. So if that's your brand of horror, it is accommodated here. There's probably a lot more like if your brand of horror is the body horror situation, feels like it could easily go that direction. So if you like being scared and never sleeping, then play this game and get real graphic with it.
Or if you're like me and you were afraid of horror before this, feel empowered that you're in control of it.
You are in control of it. 100%. You can pull a plug at any time.
Yeah.
Unless the school eats you, and then...
Yeah.
Now the school's in control.
Now the school is in control.
Yeah.
Sorry, but not sorry, really.
2 people have been consumed by the school today.
This is the first game I've been in where people have been consumed. Every game I'm in, everyone always gets out.
I've played in 2 other games where people have been consumed. This is the first time that 2 people have been consumed though, that I've noticed. So
yeah, we're just, all the cool kids are doing it.
Well, yeah, everyone's doing it.
All cool kids are rolling ones.
That's why Kat didn't do it. Kat's
what we're doing.
Cool.
Great. Let's go around and tell everyone who is watching at home where we can be found on the internets. I'm going to start with Banana. Where can we find you?
Hello. Thank you again for having me on the stream. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Banana Chan Games. I make videos every other week, or I try to every other week. And you can also find my company, Game and a Curry, on Twitter and on the website, gameandacurry.com.
What is your favorite game that you have released for Game and a Curry?
Battle of the Boy Bands, for sure. Like, that is one of my favorites.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I love it. That's by Yunsu, Julian Kim, and Vicky Ho, and it's so fun. I love all the boys. I love all the art.
Yeah, well, the last time we played it, the people that we were playing it with, they kept stopping the game because they just wanted to look at the cards. And I was like, wait, but let's keep going though. And they were like, well, hold on, I need to look at all the things. Yeah, so
good.
Very cool. And Amanda, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Age of Night. That's AGEOFNIGHT, and Instagram at Amanda Kahl Art.
Wonderful. Austin.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at I'll start again. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Austin. It's at Sailor SCT Austin, because the full scout is too long for Twitter's handles.
That's fair. And one more time, Deimos Academy is the Kickstarter. Is it just under? You just search Deimos Academy.
Yes. For Kickstarter, you just look for Deimos Academy. It is at currently almost $17,000.
So
finger guns. That's rad.
Yes. And with the game, you get a full box set. You get the coloring book, the rule book, coloring pencils, a bookmark, all the things.
Yeah. So. I mean, there's nothing that there's like not a thing not to like here, because you also get to color and play with paper dolls. And that's rad.
That's true.
I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram and Ko-Fi and Twitter at Pixies and Pins. You can find me here every Friday on Gen Con TV on their Twitch channel. For Sarah's Table, we air at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can also find me on Wednesday nights here on Gen Con TV for Actoroki, which is Peter Eckeson's project with World of Chaldea. I'm the DM for Series 2, and we are wrapping up our Series 2 arc, and it's getting crazy. So definitely watch it. And like, I'm just also around, as we have discussed in previous things here, I have 1,000 jobs. So just like look around the internet, and my face is definitely there. And you should check it out. That's all I have to say about my face. Thank you all so much for coming on the show and for sharing your game with me. I had such a good time. And now I'm going to stay up all night because that's what we do. And thank you all at home for watching. Go back this game. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, is there anything else that you want to share before we sign off?
Thank you so much for having us. This was super fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I love being able to play this game. It's fun to weave a tale.
For sure. It's very collective storytelling, which is I'm a big fan of.
And we have all played this game many, many times, but it is a really fun new experience every time that we've done it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's one of my favorite things. This was great getting to do this with you. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming. All right. Well, everybody turn all the lights on before you go to bed tonight, and hide any porcelain dolls that you happen to have in the house. Otherwise, they're going to talk to you. So thanks for coming. And as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.